And let me just put this out into the world right now. I don't care if you were 11-0 going into this game. If you lose by 20 plus points at home, you're not a top 4 team and you don't deserve to be in the playoff. And I'll stand by that till the day I die. I don't care who you are. Ohio State! What happened? How'd you lose to J.J. McCarthy and the Michigan Wolverines? I think it's safe to say, okay, first things first, this is my apologies to Michigan. I said Ohio State was going to blow them out. As to why I thought that, I don't know. I should have picked Michigan. I should have saw this coming. Ohio State, they're overrated. I've said it all year long, but for some odd reason, I decided to roll with them in the game. I decided to pick them. I shouldn't have done that. But on a serious note, even if you had Michigan winning this game, I don't think that's crazy. But did anybody... Hold on, let me pull this down. Wait a minute. I had this on last time I made a video like this. Anyways, did anybody actually have Michigan blowing, not just beating Ohio State, but they blew them out of the water? And I don't care. These Ohio State fans are going to try to say, oh, well, it just got ugly late. And if you want to be honest, it could have, what was it? Yeah, 45-23. It could have been a 29-point win for Michigan because they blew a play dead late in the fourth quarter where it was going to be a scoop and score. And if you watch this game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say too much. I'm going to save what I really got to say for the recap. This is my immediate reaction. And the only thing I know to say is, wow. First things first, J.J. McCarthy. I said he'd be the X factor. I was right on that. I just thought he wouldn't play this good. I thought Ohio State would force him to make plays, and he wouldn't make those plays. And to be frank with all of you, and my Michigan fans, you know this, McCarthy hasn't looked good this season. But, he turned it on in this game. And what impresses me the most about Michigan in this game, number one, I'll talk about this in just a second, Ohio State, not only did you get blown out, but Michigan didn't even have their Heisman contending running back in the game. J.J. McCarthy solely by himself embarrassed you. Michigan had later in the game they had run support, but all throughout the first half and early third quarter, it was a J.J. McCarthy show. It's just inexcusable. I couldn't imagine being an Ohio State fan, because here's the thing, Ohio State fans. I said going into this game that Jim Harbaugh, he's the best coach, and I said he will outcoach Ryan Day, but ultimately why I picked Ohio State to win this game is because they have better athletes, and it's hard for me to bet against talent. The running backs from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud, Marvin Harrison Jr., you can go on and on. Ohio State is just beyond talented. It's not even comparable to Michigan's roster. Now, don't get me wrong, Michigan fans. I'm not trying to throw a little subtle jab at you, but that's just common knowledge. To me, I have two takeaways, and my two biggest takeaways from the game. Number one, Ryan Day has to be fired. I've said it all year long. I said it last year. Nobody does less with more than Ryan Day. He's an embarrassment to Ohio State. The talent they have, you should be in the national championship game every single year. If you lose it, okay. But you should be in the, not just the playoff. And that's why it infuriates me. And I'm not an Ohio State fan. I can't imagine how Ohio State fans feel right now. The talent that Ohio State has, that team, this current roster, they're legendary. But Ryan Day, okay, you have to fill me in the comment section. I'm not familiar with the offensive coordinator and Ryan Day situation. I don't know if Ryan Day is one of these coaches who calls the plays himself like Jimbo Fisher at Texas A&M. So let me know in the comment section. But whoever's calling plays, whether it's Ryan Day, offensive coordinator, they got to go. Somebody has to be let go. And let me make this clear. It's not just this game, but it's going to get highlighted because of this game, because it's the game you lost. All throughout the season, the offense has been questionable at times. I told you in the preview, I thought Michigan was going to score points. That Ohio State defense, not that good. All I heard all throughout this year is people trying to tell me, Matt, the Ohio State defense, they have improved. They just sound so stupid when they say it. They go, they've improved a lot from last year, Matt. Don't sleep on the Ohio State defense. Give me a break. The only reason they've looked good this year is because they play sorry competition. That Ohio State defense, I'll say they're average at best. They're nowhere even close to sniffing good. They're average. I did think the front seven played good. Secondary, dog crap. But let's just be real. If you're an Ohio State fan, why are you shocked about this? The secondary has been trash the past 3 to 4 seasons. And let me just put this out into the world right now. I don't care if you were 11-0 going into this game. If you lose by 20 plus points at home, you're not a top 4 team and you don't deserve to be in the playoff. And I'll stand by that till the day I die. I don't care who you are. Number one, Ohio State doesn't even have the resume to back up losing by 20 plus points. Oh, what? You gonna try to tell me in the comment section, oh, well, Matt, we beat Notre Dame and Penn State. Give me a break. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Notre Dame and Penn State, I'll give you this. They're decent teams, but those aren't great wins. It's not like Georgia beating Oregon by 50 points. There's a lot more I can say. I'm going to save that for the recap. Last thing I want to say and end off this video, my other biggest takeaway from this game, Michigan, I've said it all year long, I like this Michigan team because they have elite speed. What separates this Michigan team from last year's Michigan team is the speed. Last year, they couldn't compete with the Georgias. And I know they beat Ohio State, but they couldn't compete with Georgia's speed. This year, they can, and I believe that. I know. I picked Ohio State to win this game, but you know, Michigan fans, I've been giving y'all a lot of credit. I just simply thought the game was at home. Ohio State, they'd be wanting revenge. They would win this one convincingly, and I was wrong. I owe Michigan, the fan base, everyone on that team an apology. They came out to play, and they balled out. They didn't just ball out. They embarrassed Ohio State on their home field. Think about that. Ohio State is not a top 4 team in Michigan. They might arguably be with that win. I can't put them above Georgia, but they're easily the second best team in the country. The only thing that's held Michigan back this year and last year from dominating teams is quarterback play. If J.J. McCarthy is playing like the way he did today, I don't know if anybody can beat Michigan. And may I remind you, they didn't even have Blake Corum. Like I said in the preview, I didn't think that'd be a factor regardless because I thought Michigan would see success. And when I say success, I'm talking about running the ball. Shoot, man. Whew, man, what a win. I'm excited about it, and I don't even have a horse in the race. It was just an awesome game to watch, and this is what college football is all about. I'm happy for my Michigan fans. And oh yeah, before I end up this video, what about South Carolina upsetting Clemson? I called that one. If you watch the previews, I said it. I got South Carolina upsetting Clemson. Let me say this. DJ Oogabadoogie, he is trash. I've been giving him a hard time all year long, but maybe I need to give him a harder time. He looked pitiful. He may just be the worst quarterback in the Power 5 that's starting. He's flat out awful, and I'm going to end this video off by saying this. Why not? Since there seems like nobody wants to be in the playoff, hey, South Carolina has back-to-back top 10 wins. Heck, put them in. I'd rather see Ohio State in the playoff than, not Ohio State, my bad. I'd rather see South Carolina in the playoff than Ohio State because South Carolina deserves to be in the playoff. Okay, whoa. Let me change that. They deserve to be in the playoff more than Ohio State. Ohio State got exposed for the frauds they are. I don't know what's going on with Ryan Day and that staff, but it's an embarrassment, and somebody's got to be let go. I'm going to end this off here. Let me know your thoughts down below. But, yeah, road to 1 million. Consider subscribing if you like content like this. Bye, y'all. Peace.